Have you ever wondered what the secret to living a long and vibrant life is? While genetics may play a role, the daily habits of centenarians, those who live past 100, offer powerful insights. These individuals aren't relying on fad diets or extreme workouts. Instead, they've built a life of purpose, balance, and mindfulness that starts with simple but intentional routines every morning. In this video, we'll explore the 5 things all 100-year-olds do before 8 a.m., habits that anyone can adopt to help promote longevity, energy, and well-being. From waking up with a sense of purpose to nourishing their bodies with a nutritious breakfast, centenarians have mastered the art of living well. These practices are rooted in consistency and mindfulness, and they can provide life-changing benefits to anyone willing to make small adjustments to their daily routines. Ready to unlock the secrets of living a longer, more fulfilling life? Let's dive into the habits that could transform the way you approach your mornings and your life. 1. Wake up early with purpose. Waking up early is more than just a discipline for centenarians. It's a way of life that sets the tone for a fulfilling and intentional day. Among those who live past 100, rising with the sun is often accompanied by a clear sense of purpose. It's not simply about being up at dawn, but about what those quiet hours represent: clarity, peace, and opportunity. In many cases, centenarians use this time to align their minds, focus on what truly matters, and prepare for the day ahead with mindfulness rather than rushing. For someone who has lived a century, mornings are not taken for granted. These early hours provide the calm and stillness that modern life rarely offers. Whether it's sitting in silence with a cup of tea, tending to a small garden, reading a devotional, or simply listening to the sounds of nature, their mornings are purposeful. It's a time when they reconnect with themselves and with life. Studies on longevity often highlight that centenarians don't sleep in, not because they're anxious or overburdened, but because they find joy and routine in the earliest part of the day. One remarkable example is Bill Dubé, a 100-year-old who still wakes up around 7:30 a.m. each morning. For him, rising early gives him the time to plan his day, reflect on life, and engage in things that give him joy, like talking to loved ones or going for a short walk. This ritual is deeply tied to his mental clarity and emotional resilience. He isn't waking up early to check emails or to dive into stress. He does it to savor the time he has. Purpose also plays a critical role. Centenarians often start the day with small but meaningful goals, whether it's writing a journal entry, preparing a healthy meal, or checking in on a neighbor. These routines may seem minor, but they create a sense of direction. This alignment with daily intention helps maintain a sharp mind and a peaceful heart, 2 pillars of long life. In a world that celebrates productivity, these early risers teach us the value of slowness with intention. Their mornings are less about hustle and more about harmony. Waking up early, in their case, becomes a symbol of gratitude, an act of embracing another day and honoring the life they've built. Starting your morning like a centenarian might just be one of the most profound changes you can make, not just to live longer, but to live deeper. 2. Engage in light physical activity. Engaging in light physical activity is a common morning habit shared by many people who live beyond 100 years. These individuals aren't running marathons or lifting heavy weights. Instead, they move their bodies gently and consistently in ways that keep their joints supple, their muscles active, and their hearts healthy. For centenarians, movement is not about fitness goals or aesthetics. It's about longevity, independence, and vitality. Many start their mornings with a walk, sometimes through their gardens, down the hallway, or around their neighborhood. The purpose isn't speed or distance, but consistency. This type of movement helps them stay mobile, supports circulation, and awakens the body after sleep. It also fosters a sense of rhythm, reminding them each day that they are capable, in control, and connected to the world around them. Physical activity also serves as a powerful mental tool. It can reduce stress, elevate mood, and spark mental clarity, an important factor for those who've learned the value of emotional balance over decades. Tai Chi, gentle yoga, and stretching are also popular among the oldest adults. These movements promote balance, flexibility, and awareness, key components in preventing falls and maintaining strength well into old age. They often perform these exercises slowly and mindfully, treating their bodies with respect. The goal isn't to push limits, but to honor what their bodies can still do. In fact, this respect for physical limits may be one of the secrets to their longevity, never forcing too much, but never doing too little either. What makes this habit even more impactful is that it's typically paired with fresh air and natural light. When centenarians step outside for a walk or a stretch, they're also exposing themselves to morning sunlight. This helps regulate their sleep-wake cycles, boosts vitamin D production, and contributes to a better mood throughout the day. In cultures known for longevity, like Okinawa or Sardinia, the idea of moving with nature, under open skies or in small gardens, is central to their wellness. By staying active in small, intentional ways, people over 100 maintain a level of physical independence that defies their age. They don't overdo it, but they don't stop either. This daily practice is less about exercising for results and more about honoring the miracle of movement. It becomes a form of gratitude, thanking the body for carrying them through another day and giving it the gentle care it deserves to carry on. 3. Practice mindfulness or spirituality. For many who live past 100, the morning isn't just a time to wake the body. It's also a sacred opportunity to nurture the mind and soul. A quiet spiritual or mindful practice is deeply woven into the lives of these long-living individuals. Whether through prayer, meditation, deep breathing, or simply sitting in silence with their thoughts, this ritual helps them start the day with clarity, calm, and a deeper sense of purpose. It's not about formal religion for everyone. It's about finding meaning, peace, and connection with something greater, be it faith, nature, or their own inner wisdom. Mindfulness gives them the space to be present. In the stillness of morning, they focus on their breath, listen to the birds, or repeat a simple affirmation. These gentle practices offer mental clarity and emotional grounding, setting a peaceful tone that carries through the day. Unlike the rush and distraction many people face each morning, centenarians create a space of calm intention. This lowers stress, regulates emotions, and allows them to greet each day with gratitude rather than anxiety. Spirituality also plays a key role in their resilience. Those who've lived for over a century have inevitably faced loss, pain, and challenge. Yet many credit their inner faith or spiritual discipline as the anchor that helped them endure. Beginning the day with a prayer or moment of reflection keeps them connected to hope. It reinforces a belief that each day is a gift, one more chance to experience joy, share kindness, and give thanks for the life they have. Some light a candle, others read sacred texts or inspirational books. Some simply close their eyes and think about the people they love. There's no one right way, but the common thread is intention. This isn't a hurried ritual. It's a practice of grounding and renewal. Even those who no longer attend services or group gatherings find solace in their personal spiritual rhythm, especially in the early hours when the world is quiet and the mind is open. The benefits go beyond emotional wellness. Research shows that people who have regular spiritual or mindful practices often have lower levels of inflammation, reduced risk of depression, and even better cardiovascular health. It's not just about faith. It's about the harmony of mind, body, and spirit. For centenarians, this morning connection is a kind of soul nourishment, as vital to their longevity as food or exercise. Ultimately, practicing mindfulness or spirituality in the morning helps them live not just longer, but better, with more intention, more peace, and a deeper appreciation for every single breath. 4. Consume a nutritious breakfast. Among centenarians, breakfast is never skipped or rushed. Instead, it's treated as a foundational ritual that fuels both body and mind for the day ahead. What makes their morning meals so powerful isn't just the food itself, but the intentional, balanced approach they bring to the table. These individuals typically choose whole, unprocessed ingredients that are rich in nutrients, low in sugar, and tailored to support long-term health. For them, breakfast is a celebration of nourishment, a way to start the day with vitality and care. Many centenarians begin with simple but nutrient-dense options like oatmeal topped with fruits and nuts, whole grain bread, a boiled egg, or serving of fermented foods like yogurt. These meals are often plant-focused, packed with fiber, healthy fats, and essential vitamins. In places like Okinawa, a region known for longevity, breakfast might include sweet potatoes, green tea, miso soup, and vegetables. In Sardinia, another blue zone, older adults might enjoy bread with olive oil, local cheeses, or legumes. The common thread is that nothing is overly processed or artificial. The food is fresh, real, and thoughtfully prepared. There's also a noticeable absence of sugary cereals, pastries, or heavily processed meats in the diets of the very old. Instead, their choices reflect decades of eating habits rooted in moderation and balance. A wholesome breakfast not only provides the energy they need to stay active, but also helps stabilize blood sugar, regulate digestion, and improve concentration throughout the day. It becomes a silent guardian of their physical health, helping to prevent spikes and crashes that could affect mood, focus, or even risk of falls. Beyond the nutrients, there's also a social and emotional aspect to this meal. Many centenarians eat breakfast at the same time every day, sometimes alongside a spouse, family member, or neighbor. The act of preparing and sharing food offers a sense of routine, community, and comfort. Even those who eat alone often do so at a set table, without distractions, treating the moment with care and dignity. This mindful approach to eating is a form of self-respect, an acknowledgement that they still deserve nourishment, joy, and presence. What truly stands out is the consistency. These individuals rarely skip breakfast, regardless of age or circumstances. It's a habit that has carried them for decades, and one they credit for their enduring health. They don't follow trends or extreme diets. Instead, they've mastered the art of eating what their bodies need, nothing more, nothing less. In their world, breakfast is not just the first meal of the day. It's an act of love, a ritual of gratitude, and a cornerstone of a long, vibrant life. 5. Connect with others. Centenarians understand something that modern life often forgets: the importance of human connection. One of the most consistent habits seen among people who live past 100 is their dedication to starting the day by connecting with others, whether it's a brief conversation, a shared breakfast, or even a simple wave to a neighbor. For them, this act isn't about socializing for the sake of it. It's about nurturing the emotional bonds that give life meaning, structure, and joy. Many of these long-living individuals have spent a lifetime building strong relationships with family, friends, neighbors, or even members of their religious or community groups. In their later years, they continue to invest in those connections, often starting their mornings by reaching out to someone. This might be a morning phone call, a visit from a grandchild, a walk with a friend, or chatting with someone at the local cafe or market. These moments of interaction not only brighten their day, but also create a sense of belonging and purpose that many younger people overlook in the rush of daily life. What makes this habit so powerful is how naturally it boosts emotional resilience. Connecting with others can ease feelings of isolation, reduce stress, and offer comfort during difficult times. Especially in old age, when friends may have passed on or mobility becomes limited, maintaining even small interactions becomes a lifeline. Studies have repeatedly shown that loneliness and social isolation can increase the risk of depression, heart disease, and even early death. Centenarians, perhaps instinctively, seem to protect themselves from this by staying socially engaged. There's also a deeper wisdom behind their morning interactions. Many centenarians have learned that time is precious and that relationships must be cared for like a garden. They show up for others and allow others to show up for them. Whether it's checking in on someone's health or simply exchanging kind words, these small moments accumulate, weaving a safety net of support and emotional nourishment. In some cultures, morning rituals even include gathering with neighbors or extended family to discuss the day, share food, or simply enjoy each other's presence without rush. And while technology has allowed younger generations to stay connected digitally, centenarians often prefer in-person or voice-based interactions. They value eye contact, warmth, and the human voice. Even a short conversation becomes a meaningful ritual that helps them feel seen, valued, and alive. This simple act of connecting, especially in the morning, sets a positive tone, offering emotional fuel that lasts throughout the day. In the end, what truly sustains their longevity isn't just clean food or physical movement, it's the richness of relationships. By beginning each day with connection, centenarians remind us that love, laughter, and shared presence are among the most powerful ingredients for a long, fulfilling life. In conclusion, the morning habits of centenarians reveal that longevity isn't about drastic measures or extreme changes. It's about small, intentional actions that nurture both the body and mind. From waking up with purpose to practicing mindfulness and nourishing the body with a balanced breakfast, these simple habits foster physical health, mental clarity, and emotional well-being. The key takeaway is that living a long and vibrant life isn't reserved for the few. Anyone can incorporate these practices into their daily routine. By making mindful choices and focusing on connection, health, and purpose from the moment you wake up, you set yourself on a path toward a richer, more fulfilling life. So why wait? Start tomorrow. Embrace these habits and watch how they transform your mornings and ultimately your life.